So we had to get another one.
Hey y'all, we're at the grocery store starting our first week of keto, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We think about getting this bag of carrots, and if you get these carrots, I'm looking at the carbs per serving. It says that there's 8 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and 5 grams of sugar, 1 gram of protein. The way you count carbs is any dietary fiber or sugar alcohol you subtract. There's no sugar alcohol in these, so we're gonna go with 8 grams of carbs minus 2 grams of fiber, which will make this bag 6 carbs total.
Next, we're getting the sugar-free Jello.
Sugar-free.
The price of this is just $2.64. So it's not too
And
expensive.
then here are the carbs. There are 0 carbs in this, so this is an excellent snack.
No sugars. You get 12 cups.
Carb balance. Taco shells. And it tells you exactly on the thing how many carbs. It's 4 carbs per serving.
But again, if you don't know how, we can flip it over.
You don't know how to read carbs. 13 carbohydrates and 9 grams of fiber, so 13 minus 9 equals 4. Between the ketogenic diet, Slim Quick keto protein powder, or the Body Fortress Isolate protein powder. And what my determining factor is, basically the carbohydrates on this is 2 grams of carbohydrates. There's not a lot of fiber in this. And then on the ketogenic protein powder, the carbohydrates are 5 minus the 1 dietary fiber that it does have, which still leaves this at 2 carbs. This is the price of $19.98, and this one has less carbs. This one has less carbs, and this is
Actually cheaper.
13.63.
So even though it says keto, you guys have to still keep in mind, you still want to check the back and make sure everything still adds up to what you need. So we gotta get the little snack.
2.
There y'all go.
So this is how we started doing morning with breakfast. I use coconut oil instead of butter or olive oil to make my sausages. So I just like to sear them on each side for about 5 to 6 minutes. And then I'll wait till they're golden brown. I do like to put salt and pepper on my turkey sausages because, of course, you know, they're not like pork. They don't have a lot of flavor in them. Then I butter the pan to make my eggs. I mean, you can choose whatever type of eggs you want, like over medium, but I like mine scrambled with cheese, so, you know, that's the best part. I mean, I think those are the best type of eggs. And then I just scramble them until they look so pretty. Okay, my bad, y'all. I didn't mean to sing right there. But anyways, I scramble them until they look really, 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 really pretty. And then I plate my breakfast. So this is a protein shake that we're making for lunch. I use basically, you might want to use a cup of almond milk unsweetened, cacao powder, whey protein mix, a tablespoon of peanut butter powder.
Mm-hmm.
I also use stevia. And then I used a 1/4 tablespoon of vanilla syrup. I mean extract, and then had to put more because I didn't use a cup. And then I added some strawberries and I blended it. So we ate this before working out because we didn't want to eat a full meal and then go work out. But yeah.
And here's the finished product. Looks really good.
Cheers.
Woo, look at us.
So now we are preparing for dinner. We've done our workout. I'm feeling good. These are going to be our chips for the chili because I like saltine crackers with my chili, and you can't have saltine crackers on keto, so I'm using low carb tortillas to bake chips to eat with my chili. And basically all I did was cut them in triangles, butter them, and then add some sea salt on top of them. Pop them in the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes, and they come out crispy brown. They're really good. So now it's time for dinner. We're going to make keto chili, and this is also good for lunch the next day. So I just made a meal that we can use for 2 days in a row. You're just going to start by searing your ground beef. I use Angus beef and regular ground beef. I added a little bit of the slow cooker spices to it while I let it sear. And then once it started searing, I put a little bit of minced garlic in there just to give it a little bit more flavor. And then I'll add the onions. Once I add the onions, I'll add the bell pepper, and then I'll give it a little bit of stir. Then I start adding my seasons, which is cumin, chili powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder. Then I'll add my diced tomatoes, and then I add 2 cans of Rotel to it, and then I add the rest of the slow cooker chili spices. Then I'll add a little bit of water, and of course, if you're from down south, you know that we always have to use accent in all of our food. And then let it cook and sear for about an hour, and then there's your finished product. We're still learning this low carb lifestyle, so if you have any tips, please feel free to leave your comments below, and we'll see you next video.